So, this log is dedicated to one of my best friends who never misses any log I upload. Thank you for always being there. You know who you are, and so this one is dedicated to you. And for all of you other listeners, this friend of mine asked me this question: why do we keep wanting more? And I want to answer this question. Well, we had a great conversation about it. And I thought, if this is a question that my kids want to answer a few years later, here's what I think, and I want to begin with this. Imagine someone walked into your life today and told you that from this moment forward, you could have nothing more than what you already possess. No money, no achievements, no more learning, no more travel, no more experiences or growth, nothing more. Would you be content? Or would something inside you immediately rebel? I don't know about you, but something inside me definitely pushes back. Because wanting more feels deeply human. If you've ever spoken to someone battling a serious illness, they may ask for more time. Someone struggling financially may ask for more security. Someone who feels lonely may ask for more connection. Someone who dislikes what they see in the mirror may ask for more control over their body. Each of us seems to want more of whatever we feel is missing. Right? And that makes me wonder, where does this sense of lack come from? Because some of the most meaningful things in my life came from wanting more. And I'm being honest, right? More understanding of myself, more learning, more wisdom, more travel, more experiences, more of life. Those desires made my world bigger. They introduced me to people, places, and possibilities I would never have found by staying where I was. In many ways, growth itself begins with wanting more, right? And if nobody ever wanted more, we probably wouldn't have created so much of what we enjoy today. Every invention, every discovery, every work of art, every journey exists because someone looked at the world and wondered what else might be possible. So I came to this understanding of wanting more isn't the problem. At least I don't think it is. What fascinates me is that not all forms of more or wanting more seems to deliver the same thing. So I've spent years pursuing professional goals. Like many people, I had places I wanted to reach, milestones I wanted to achieve, titles I wanted to earn, and eventually I did get there. And I'm grateful to the universe for it. But only to discover something I wasn't expecting. It wasn't where I wanted to stay. I'm grateful I pursued it. I learned from it. I grew through it. But I also learned something equally important, that I did not want to continue driving in that direction after I had realized it no longer belonged to me. I took the bold decision a few years ago to step out of it and choose a space that gave me a sense of fulfillment. And looking back, I realized how sometimes that clarity only arrives after we reach the place we were convinced would make us happy. And I'm reminded of a coaching conversation I had a couple of months back. One of my clients asked me, "Daph, what does it mean to be happy?" And he was genuinely curious about this. And instead of answering, I asked him what happiness meant to him. And his answer was so immediate. He said, more money, Daph. So I asked him to give me a number. And he did. And then I asked him, if you reach that number, would you finally be happy? And he sat quietly for a moment. And then he said, well, if I earned that much, my lifestyle would probably change. And if my lifestyle changes, I would probably need more money to sustain it. Then I asked him again, and the financial target kept moving until I stopped and asked, then when exactly do you think you will be happy? And he just sat there. Because for the first time he realized he had a target but no destination. At least yet. And I think many of us do this. Not just with money, with success, relationships, recognition, achievement. We convince ourselves that the next thing will create the feeling we've been looking for. And sometimes it does. For a little while. And then the mind adjusts. The goalpost moves. And the chase begins again. Which brings me back to a quote I heard many times before. If you're not grateful for what you already have, what makes you think you'll be happy with more? And for years, I thought that quote was a warning against ambition. Now I think it's asking a very different question. Can you enjoy today while it's still building tomorrow? Can you appreciate what already exists without stopping your growth? Can you pursue more without postponing your happiness until it arrives? Because happiness and growth don't seem to be the same thing. Growth expands life, and happiness colors it. Sounds very poetic, but the truth may be that perhaps growth and happiness were never meant to replace each other. And here are 3 simple questions I want to leave you with today. What more are you chasing right now? Take a moment and answer it honestly. What is a thing you believe will make life better? And sit with that. Then ask yourself, if it arrived tomorrow, what feeling do I think it will give me? Peace, freedom, security, connection, worth, joy. What is it going to be? And if you've answered that question, your final question, how much of that feeling is available for you today already? Because maybe enough is not the moment when we stop wanting more. Maybe enough is recognizing that today's life is already worth enough of gratitude, while tomorrow remains worthy of pursuit.